It's your friend Jack here, and today, it is a pretty cool day, and we're going to be talking about Binance in this episode of Cardano Daily, number 23, but I'm going to be putting out more videos today talking about all the different news happening in the Cardano space, because there's a lot going on, but this video right here, I want to talk strictly about Binance, just to get the word out. Now, before we get right into the video today, also is a special day for me because I officially launched my stake pool, Jack. Okay, this is awesome. If you want to learn what my stake pool is about and how I built it myself, just a little bit about that, I'll leave a video link down in the description. And if you want to earn passive ADA with your ADA, you can stake to ticker symbol Jack. Now, Cardano Binance, what's going on? So Cardano Whale yesterday brought this to my attention that Binance is not doing so well. They're rejecting ADA transactions and they're blaming it on network congestion. Now, if that's the problem, we're going to talk about that in a pretty interesting Reddit post here in a sec. But yeah, network transactions rejected because of congestion. So here's a pretty interesting Reddit post on a PSA for ADA on Binance. So Binance have locked ADA withdrawals for over 24 hours. And you can deposit ADA, buy and sell ADA, but they won't let you withdraw. This is super unethical and most likely due to their own interest in staking rewards. Or, whether or not you're choosing to engage in the locked staking feature to earn more interest on your ADA, people are being essentially locked into their ADA on the exchange. That's why I recommend people never hold their ADA on exchanges, because especially during dips and pumps, it's going to be hard to get them off, and they can pretty much have control of your crypto at that time. So you need to be careful. Now, this suspension, as they call it, isn't due to any hard forks. No network upgrades are happening. That's not why they're not letting people prevent users from taking their ADA off. It's something else. So recently they have unsuspended withdrawals. So you can withdraw, but when you go to withdraw, you get a rejected message, and they blame it on network congestion, which is shown here. Now, I'm not exactly sure about the status right now, if people are allowed to, or getting their ADA off yet, but it's pretty fishy, and I don't like this, okay? I do like Binance as an exchange. That's the one I've been using, even though they're going to be banned here in Canada, December 30th. Gonna have to stop using Binance. I've been using Binance, but I never keep ADA on the exchange, okay? Buy it, get it off, done. Now, people are going to be buying ADA on the exchange now, like Cardano Whale and these dip, and they can't get it off. All right, most people don't hold their ADA on the exchanges already, but if you're buying it, you want to get it off and put it on your cold wallet immediately, in my opinion. Now, there's a pretty interesting response to the shadier behavior that puts it in a really good light, which is the main point of this video that I want to share with you guys. So, Over the Top 2017 responded, "This is not because of their interest in staking rewards. That is microscopic for them. This is because when you buy something on Binance in a split second, you don't actually buy it, because transactions take more than a millisecond. Because they have 360 views of all orders on the exchange, they arbitrage with a difference. If you buy ADA for $1.05, they don't actually transact ADA at all. They can wait until 10,000 people buy on average for $1.05, then wait weeks until ADA falls to $1.02, then get ADA from another exchange to make profit of 3 cents to settle the books." So this is kind of unethical and a big reason why this exchange is kind of performing like a bank. Now, more on that. Let's keep reading, because it's actually very interesting and a very insightful comment. But the problem is when price jumps from $1.02 to $1.14 in 12 hours, because they have a relatively small percent of ADA actually in their wallets. When everyone would withdraw their earnings, their wallet will be depleted because they don't actually have ADA on their books to cover for 10,000 people buying an average of $1.05. The difference can be in tens of millions of dollars a day. So they lock the withdrawals because they don't actually have the ADA. You mentioned banks. With banks, it is the same. If you want to withdraw more than $10,000 in cash, they would first ask you why, then they would ask you if someone is blackmailing you, then they would give you a form to fill, then they would tell you to come back tomorrow, because for every real $20,000 deposited, they create $400,000 to loan, transact on the books, so they can loan you up to $400,000. Very does fiat in an instant, approve in seconds online. but you can't get out of your $20,000 in cash easy because cash is real. And the loans, they're internet money, really, they're magic internet money, right? Just like Bitcoin. So very interesting. And Binance is kind of performing in that same way. When it comes to wire transfers between banks, it's instant because they transfer fairy dust fiat. I like that, fairy dust, to another bank that accepts fairy dust fiat. ADA is different because your cold wallet and another exchange yet do not accept fairy dust ADA. But be sure most of ADA on Binance is fairy dust ADA. So very interesting. One last thing to note from this amazing post, and I'm going to link this specific Reddit post down in the description so you can go upvote it, like it, thank the fairy dust gods. And it does look like Binance made a bet that the market is going hard down. So when people were buying at $1.05, they were laughing because they thought we were going to make 70 cents, and they did not settle the books in an attempt to make 35 cents profit on ADA. Now, they're forced to lock withdrawals because of this. They know that maybe 5% of traders would like to withdraw to a cold wallet or another exchange, so that's their actual exposure, 5% of $1.05 to $1.14, and they don't even have that to cover their books. All they got is fairy dust. Yeah, brilliant response by this guy, and that explains a lot of what Binance is doing. It's not 100% certain, but in my eyes, this is the most likely scenario here. And having fairy dust ADA on an exchange, you need to get that fairy dust off of there and turn it into real ADA by storing on your cold wallet or bringing it somewhere where you got the access to your crypto, your own wallet, not an exchange wallet. Now that's all I have for you guys today in this video. If you want to earn passive ADA with your ADA, make sure you stake with Jack, and I would be greatly appreciative of that. Also, if you send me a message on Twitter or Discord showing me that you're staking or letting me know, whatever, just tell me you're staking. I'll just trust you, and I'll give you a juicy coupon code for some Cardano merch like this one here. Anyways, hope you guys have a great freaking day. Stay tuned for at least one more video today, maybe 2, maybe 3. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.